it's really easy to corrupt people. So imagine the same experiment. You come to the lab and we describe to you this experiment and we say, look, Brian, we have two versions of this game today. One version, the exchange rate between dots and money is such that at most you can make today is $4. The second version is such that at most you can make today is $40. So they're the same, either $4 max or $40 max. Why don't you flip a coin? And we'll see which one you get. You flip a coin and no matter what you flip, we say, oh, sorry, you got the $4 version. And now the research assistant looks around and he says, listen, my boss is not here today. So I'll tell you what, you got $3 to show up for the experiment, to pay for the bus fare. If you'll give me those $3, I'll pretend you got the other coin flip. So the research assistant is basically asking for a bribe. Now,
you love this stuff, don't you?
I do love this stuff.
Okay.
But, well, it gets a little sad. Here's the first question. What percentage of people bribed him? What do you think? These are undergrad in Duke, but you know, that doesn't matter.
And this is to get $40 instead of $4.
Yes.
So real money for these
money,
undergrads. Yeah. Okay, what percentage bribed him? 1/3?
90%. 90%.
Okay.
And what happened after they bribed him? Remember, they moved from $4 to $40. Did they cheat more or less the same?
You would think they would cheat more for $40.
They do cheat more for $40. And they started stealing. Now, what do I mean by stealing? I told you they have this piece of paper and they say the die came on 5 and 1. I chose the bottom, it's 5. It came on 6 and 1, it is. And then they sum up how many points they have in total, the 20 trials. And then they have a little equation to translate into money. And they calculate it, and then let's say they write $23 and circle it. So we owe them $23. At that point, we could pay them $23, but instead we give them an envelope with $50. And we say, why don't you pay yourself the amount of money you deserve? The amount of money you don't deserve, leave in the envelope. And as you leave the room, there's a big box with envelopes, just drop it there. So now you have two types of opportunities to be dishonest. One is to pretend, oh, I really meant top, I really meant bottom.
Right.
But the other one is to write $23 and take 25, 28, even 50. Usually we find that people cheat but don't steal.
Right, cheat but don't steal.
They remember wrongly what they chose.
Right.
Sometimes, but once they write $23, they take $23. They don't take 25. Even criminals do that. This corruption experiment I just described to you is the first time we also saw stealing. People not only remembered wrongly what they picked after they saw the results, but they also wrote $23 and took 25 or 30 or 40. And here is the sad thought, is that think about what happens when you come to an environment that the person leading it is corrupt. How quickly do we change? And in this particular example, people change dramatically after one experience.
Because the person in charge said, hey, I'm going to let you steal.
The person in charge says, I'm interested in a bribe here.
Right.
It's a corrupt environment.
Oh, so it let them, so then they thought everything was open.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Now imagine...
Making some parallels here to the banking world, perhaps.
Well, there's a banking, there's politics.
Okay.
I mean, imagine that you live in a country where the president is corrupt.
Okay.
Hard to imagine, but you know, just imagine. Or a political leader, or imagine that you work in a company that you feel that the head of it is corrupt. How quickly does it change our moral fiber? Right? And I'm not saying that the people who came to our experiment would start cheating in basketball, you know, and other things that do with their friends, but in that particular environment, very quickly we learn terrible lessons about what is acceptable and not.